Hi friends, how are you? Today we're going to make some ephemera for the memories journal here. So I thought I made a couple pieces and we're going to make another one for the other signature. And I want to show you a couple things that I did add to the pages of the signature here. So a couple things I did. Oh, well, I did end up I sewed around these before, and then I ended up gluing it 3 sides and made it a pocket. And I had been gifted this old recipe for prune pudding, so I thought, oh, how cute is that in there? So look how cute that looks. So I had to just stick it in there right away. Here I put 2 Helen Steiner Rice poem pages out of her books. Just add a little piece of tape for interest. I have to make more of that vintage faux vintage tape. But I thought it was super pretty. So, because, you know, grandmas, I know my grandma, she always had her prayer book and things like that. So just pretty little, Helen Steiner Rice is, these were from a vintage poem book of hers. So, and the images are really soft and pretty too. So I thought I would add one in each signature. And then the other thing I added was I had a piece of light brown packaging material that I had received some handmade paper in. And I took some sewing paper, turned it upside down, glued it in there, and then stitched around it. And I added one to each signature, just some interest in, because there is sewing going on in here. So I wanted to do that. So I added that in this signature. And then again, let's see here. I'll show you that in a second. Oh, here's the other page, the sewing paper page, and then another pretty poem in there too. So, okay, so let's get started on some ephemera. And let's see, this is the first signature. So I'm going to see what I have first. We did that. Okay. Okay, so here, we're going to make one of these pockets that I had showed you, and I'm going to use this paper, and it's going to go on this page here. Okay, so I'm going to just move that up for now, and I'll just put a helping hand there for a second. I'm going to use this page. I'll show you the one I already did in this second signature here. Let's see. So here, oh, she wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, so here it is. I made this one out of the button page. I glued it to this blue page here. And I made this one. I'm looking for something to use to show you. Oh my goodness. Let me get a piece of ephemera just to show you the tuck area. Okay. So we're going to make one for the other signature, but this one I made a side tuck. So I'll have to make something to go in the side here. And then you have a pocket here and then a pocket here. So there's 2 pockets, and then I made this one a side tuck. And I think it's super pretty. Put one of the Tim Holtz dolls on it. So that's the one I made for the second signature. So let's make one for the... I'm going to move this out of the way here, and I don't want to hit the camera. We're going to make one for the first signature. And then I have another Tim Holtz doll, which I might as well ink up while I have her in my hand here. I'm super excited to work on this journal. I just love vintage, and I love the sewing, like sewing theme and grandma's theme. Oh, it just brings back so many nice memories of my grandma and, you know, her sewing machine and her buttons. And this is a vintage button here, a piece of the fabric. So we're going to use that to decorate the pocket. So we need a square 8.5 by 8.5. I mean, you could make this any size, but since U.S. paper is 8.5 by 11, I'm going to go with 8.5. And I want to use this, I want this to be on the front. So I'm going to cut off, hopefully without knocking the camera. I'm going to cut this to 8.5. But like I said, you can use any paper size you want, or book page, and that won't go to waste. We'll use that to make collage. So I'll just put that to the side, and don't need my cutter. Put that away. Okay, so I don't know where I got this idea from. I really don't. But so it looks like we're just going to fold it in half. So we're going to just take it here and fold it in half, like that. And okay, so I folded it in half like this, and then measure up from the bottom 2 inches and fold it. And I'm just eyeing this. I mean, I can use my little ruler and see how I'm doing here, just to give it, that's about 2 inches for me. So I'm going to make sure I line it up and go across like that. Okay, so we did that, right? And then cut up the middle, straight up the middle to the fold, where the fold meets. So the best you can do on the fold line, I just cut straight up the middle. This is a really easy piece of ephemera to do. Okay, I did that. And so now, since I made the other one a side tuck, I'm going to make this one a top tuck. So before we glue anything, I am looking for my punch here. Okay, I found it. So I'm going to make this one a top tuck. So I'm just going to eyeball it and take a little thing out of here like that. And then since it's white inside, I will give it a little bit of color here and here. So that works. Okay. All right. So then we've got that. So now the front one is going to fold up. Now, if you have a double-sided paper, but you don't need to use double-sided paper. So once I fold this part up here, this first part here, I'm going to just fold it down about a generous 1/2 inch. Just eyeball it like that. Not a big deal, okay? And then this one folds up like that, but you're not going to fold up all the way. You're going to just fold this up to like a scant 1/4 inch, cover that one. And that's how we get our pockets. It's that easy. So open this back up. I'm going to glue this little flap down here so it stays down. I was so excited, like I told you, to go in my box of pre-made ephemera and find all these things that I haven't done in such a long time. I was very excited. Okay, so I think what we're going to do then is I'm going to glue this side. Let's see, what would be best? Glue that, and then that stays up. We'll glue that and that. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue along the side here. To the score line for now. And fold that down. Isn't that going to be a pretty pocket? I think so. And then we'll ink it up a little around the edges. Okay, so now I'm going to put glue here and here to glue this top pocket here. And I love that it's just using just one piece of paper, and you don't even have to have it double-sided. Sometimes you have a little bit hanging over, you can trim that off, but I don't think we're going to need to. And now I'm just going to glue this part up here. Boy, I need to clean my glue bottle. So I hope it's light enough. If there's shadows, today is a very cloudy day here in Illinois. The sun's supposed to peek out maybe later, but right now I have a couple hot lights on plus the room lights, so I'm hoping you can see okay. This is causing a shadow, isn't it? Okay, let me move this out of here. I think this one is, just want to make sure which one we're working on here. Yeah, this is the one I did already, so we're gonna, there. I hope that's better. I apologize for casting that shadow there. That's it. So now we have this pocket here, and you could glue it on the page and either make it side tuck too. You can, add as many tucks as you want, I guess. But now I just want to decorate it. And it's so, first I'm going to ink it. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get some ink on it. Just give it a little bit of ink. I guess we could have inked the edges here before we glued it, but that's okay. I can get in there and get some ink on those. But yeah, I would probably say if you're going to ink, probably do that before you glue it down, but it wasn't a problem. Now, on the other one, I don't think I made it a tuck. Let's see what I did. Did I make it a side tuck as well? No. I mean, it's just a regular side tuck, but I glued it directly to the page. So, okay, I love when it extends past the pocket. You don't have to do it that way, but I think it adds interest. So I thought maybe we could put her there, and maybe, I don't know if I need a label too, maybe behind her, like that, and then I did cut off the shank on the button, and this is a vintage button, so I can glue it straight down there, and I think that's super pretty. So I'm going to kind of glue that. This is a Tracy label that's behind her here, so I'm just going to glue that to the lady first. Get some glue on there so I get the right placement, and then I'll glue her down like that. Okay. I think this is such a pretty piece of ephemera. I'm going to have to remember using this. I just wish I knew who showed how to do it, but I have to be better at writing down whose ephemera or whose idea these are. I have to get better at that. Okay, so let's put her down here. Oops, got glue on her face. Oh, you know what I did? Look what I did. I put glue on the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Let me get a wipe. Wasn't thinking. Don't do what I did. I will get it off her here. That's why I like to have a package of wipes nearby, because sometimes I just do that. Now let me make sure. Didn't need it to be up here either. Let's see how that goes. Not a problem. See, it works out as long as you get it right away. Okay, there we go. Now, did I get her on right? I just want, yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, I need to think better. I'm jibber-jabbering here. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. And let me just make sure. Yep, that's good. And the second pocket is good. Okay, good. I'm back in business here. So then I want to glue this fabric down here. So I'm going to use my fabric tack for that. And just put a line of glue right down the middle here. So it's kind of, you know, it's not solidly glued down, but I like it, yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to also use my fabric tack and glue that button down. And that should be good, just like that. So let me get a nice amount of glue on there. Okay. And put that button right about there. And I'm going to let that dry. And then, so then this one, you still have the pockets here and here. Okay. And then this one will make a tag for a top tuck on here. And I think that's so pretty. I love that. So we're going to put it on this page in the, what is this, the first signature. Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty here on this avocado dyed paper. So I'm going to, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it a, this will be a top tuck. I couldn't leave this, you know, glue it this way and make it a side tuck too if I wanted to, but I could, just to be different. Okay, I'll do it that way. We'll glue it on and make it a top pocket and then a side tuck. One more piece of ephemera then to add to it. I'm okay with that. All right, so let's get that on here. Okay. There we go. And so then I've left this open here to add something in here then. So top, side, pocket, pocket. Isn't it cute? I think it is. Let me close my glue up and we'll continue on. So that's that piece of ephemera, okay? I'm gonna have to keep that together, excuse me, with my samples here. And if any of you recognize that piece, let me know if you recognize who made it, because I don't know. Didn't write it down, so I will put that to the side. And let's start another piece of ephemera. And that'll dry just fine. Let's see, do I have any in here? Oh, okay. So let me just get that other one out here. Okay, so on this avocado dyed paper, in this one, we're going to make one of, I'm looking for the sample to show you. We are going to make, and I think, like I said, I think this one's a Roxy's creation. If I could find the original here. One of these. And this is made from a book page. And it's just one book page with a pocket. And of course you could, you know, leave it there and there if you want to. Simple, simple idea. Even this one is pretty on there, but I want to make one for this page here. So I'm going to show you, and I like Rachel's ideas too, because you can make a bunch of bases up, like pretty much with book page, you can make a bunch of bases up and then just have them in your stash and grab from them, which I found in my stash. That's what I did. So we're going to do it for this page here. And I already made one. I think I made one for this signature. So let's find it. See where I put it in here. So I can show you one that I did. And I think it's in this one. Oh yeah, here it is right here. So here's one I made for the signature. And I had a piece of French, like just pink ledger paper. I think it might have been from one of the Ruby and Pearl kits I had, but you know, you probably all have something like that. And if you don't, then just use Kit Page. So I just glued that on there, ripped it, so you still kind of see the book page. You don't have to if you want, but I think it adds interest. And then this is the pocket here, so something will have to be, like this is even pretty in here. And then I just used a Tracy label and one of the ephemera pieces from the kit. So simple pocket, but looks really, really pretty. Okay, so let's make one for this side here. And of course, depending on your book page, it doesn't matter what size book page. This is just, this book here, A Honeybee Heart, has 5 openings. So this book page I have, right, that I've been using, and I did cut down the edges here. So right now it's measuring like 4 3/4 by 8 1/2. So it was wider. I just cut the rough edges off. So, and this is so simple. You just fold it up. Well, I'll tell you how much I folded it up. Let's see how long it actually is here. So my pocket, like just 6 1/4. I really didn't even measure it. So I'll just put it against here. But you know, you're just gonna add a lip here to glue down. So just like a 1/2 inch. And then you're going to measure and just like how big do you want your pocket. That's all it is. And like I said, you can make a ton of these and just leave them like this. That's all you need. And then grab them whenever. And then depending on your book page, you can have a whole bunch of different sizes ready for different journals. That's all it is. And then we decorate. It's so simple. But I'm pretty sure this was one of Roxy's weekly creations that she's done, probably in the last couple of years, I'm thinking. And then we just glue this up. And I did find out I had about a dozen of these pre-made already, so that was fun. Okay, just want to move that over a little. Okay. So that's what you do. That's real easy. Now we decorate, okay? And you can ink it a little if you want. Like I said, if you wanted to ink this part, you could. Don't have to ink it. So how is the weather where you all are? We've been getting nice weather and hardly any sun, though. I'm sorry, once again, it's so dark out today. I guess I should have been working on my dark winter journal during this week without the sun, but oh, anyway. But it's fine. It's working on something like this lifts my spirits, and it's so pretty. So I have some pieces of ephemera to try here on this. So I have this piece from the kit, and I thought, this one, since I'm putting this on a left page, I might have, see, like this one comes this way. Well, you can go the other way too. It doesn't matter, right? So I thought maybe I would just use my tear ruler and start ruffling up the edges. And you don't have to do this, but I like the look, so I'm going to do it. And you just kind of eyeball it. So that's going to be that side. So I'm just going to go across the top here for now, like that. And then across the bottom. I'm not sure, let's see. I'm going to put it like there. So I'm going to just rip off some about. And you can, it just needs to go up to the, like, I could even cut it a little more because it can be tucked in a little. I'm going to take just a smidge off so I don't have to worry about that. And I just have it. See, this one doesn't even go all the way down. it's your preference. So I'm gonna, that looks good to me. And now what I'm gonna do is just kind of rip this off. And that's how it's gonna be on this page, like that. I can even take a smidge off here. There, save this for collaging. And then I'm gonna ink the edges. So I've been watching on Hallmark, on the Hallmark Murders and Mystery channel. I think I've told you before that I love culinary mysteries. Those are kind of really my favorite books to read when I do read. And I told you my favorite author is Diane Mott Davidson. Well, Hallmark has actually started making movies based on her books. I might have mentioned it before. They're, what are they called? Recipes for Murder, or I don't know. I'll have to look, but I love them. They're fun to watch. And then there's another one based on a series of books that are tea shop mystery books. They are Aurora Tea Garden. That's the girl's name. And you know who plays her? Cameron Burr plays her. She was one of the sisters in Full House, if you remember that kind of show. But Candace Burr, I think she's got a double last name. But anyway, Aurora Tea Garden Mysteries. Those are fun. And Mary Lou Henner plays her mother, if you remember that actress. And then, yeah, the culinary. I love the mysteries. If you look those up on Hallmark, those are a lot of fun to watch while you're crafting. So just thought I'd throw those out to you. So we have that, and I love how you can still see some of the book page. So if you're doing this kind of thing, you probably want to make sure you're using a friendly book to use. You could do a cookbook page. You could do a Bible page. You could do really anything. So a Halloween book, you know, like a, you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Now I just want to decorate the pocket here, and I pulled out a few things. And like I did with the other one, I do like something peeking up over the pocket. It gives it more interest. So I pulled out a couple things that I thought would work. Like, I think that's super pretty, and it goes past the pocket a little. I like that. This one, I think, didn't do much, so I won't use that. And then this one, this is really pretty too. I thought that was pretty because the roses, I could even use it this way actually too, but I don't know. And then here's another piece, the house, which I love that too. I think I like this one. I think I do like this one. I don't know which way. I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. I like that. Now I got to remember not to put glue past what's sticking up. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, so I'll just get some glue on here. Did I ink the edges? I think I did, yeah. I think I did. So I'm going to just put this here. I don't think it needs anything else because it's a pretty nice, it's a big piece of ephemera. And I don't think I put enough glue under here. There we go. That looks nice. Could always put something else on there. But maybe some lace, which I didn't get out yet. I want to put lace in the journal, but I'll have to check that out later. I don't have any near me that I could grab. So I want to put it on this page here. I want to put it here. And like I said, you could glue it down top. I would just reinforce this probably, like another piece of, you know, just a strip of anything to reinforce it if you're going to do a top loading. The side loading is pretty sturdy already since we have doubled up here. So I think I could do a side loading just for, or you don't have to do it at all, just glue it all down. But I'll leave this part open, and then we'll make it a side loading pocket as well. So I think this piece of ephemera is super pretty. All right, and I'm going to put it right about there. And I'm not going to notch it because whatever I put in there, I might either put a you know, something on it, but there'll be enough room where you'll see something in there. So I'm not going to notch it. This one. And so we have a pocket, and then we're going to make this a side pocket here. So that looks super nice. I love how that looks, and that was pretty easy, right? And like here, you know, here's one you could do a flower sticking off, label, but I wanted to use this piece of ephemera, so I think it's super pretty. All right, and then I wanted to we're going to make a piece for this side here using a wide window envelope, okay? And I'm going to show you, just want to make sure we're not missing anything in here. Okay, we're going to work in this, making a tuck. I'll show you how to do that, but let me show you the one I made already. And here's, okay, here it is right here. So this is using the front of an envelope, and I got this idea from Kathleen Mowers. Hi, Kathleen. And I think it's so pretty. And I used some of the oh my gosh, what's her name? You know, the book that we all want. I can't even, boy, I'm not doing too good today. I need to anyway, I'm babbling now. So I just used some old work basket magazine, digital, and Edith Holden page. Thank you. I had to go through my Rolodex in my brain. A Tracy label and a piece of the kit ephemera. And I glued it to this page, and it's a tuck. But when you take whatever you have behind there, if you wanted to put something in there, you could make a tag. But look, you could see the pretty page behind it. So I love this idea. And these are fun to just pre-cut the envelope pages, get them ready, and then you can have them, you know, paper clipped and ready to go when you want to put one in one of your you know, page on your page in your journal. So I pulled out a couple pieces of ephemera. We're going to put it on this page here. I believe that's what I was doing. Yeah, because I like to be able to see some of this behind there. So it's pretty easy to do. Okay, I'm going to move that away. No rhyme or reason. You can use any envelope you want. And I like the wide one. And so you're pretty much just going to cut it. I'm going to, I wonder if I could get away with my little cutter here. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can because this envelope is big. Oh, I could. But I'll show you. I'm going to get my big cutter out because once I cut the envelope, I ended up with two pieces that I thought would be fun to do something with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it here, right? It's going to go here. So I want to leave, these are smaller sides, but I want to leave a little bit bigger side on here. I don't want to cut them all even because it wouldn't be interesting. So I'm going to leave about, just make sure it fits on your page. Sorry, I got my cutter here, but I will show you in a second. So 4.5 will fit perfectly on my page. So I'm going to measure to 4.5, and I'm going to cut this whole piece off. This is the bottom of the envelope here. And when I saw it, and I said, oh, I might be able to do something with this. So I'll think about it, and I'll let you know. And then height-wise, you can make it as high as you want. So I think I'm going to make this, let's see here. If I make it 6, I could make it 6 inches. So I'm going to make this 6 inches tall. And then I had this piece here. Anyway, we'll think about that another time. So that's what I did. And now I want to take, I just want this top part here. So you can take, I'm going to get rid of this monstrosity and move it out of my way. I have to learn how Carol does it with her blade and a cutting mat. I need to graduate to that, I think. It's so nice and easy, and you're not flipping that cutter back and forth. So, you know, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? So I'm going to carefully slit this. I'm already screwing it up, but let's do it here. Well, not doing too good here, am I? And if you don't have a blade, it's probably easy to just, there we go. I'm learning. It's okay if I cut that because we're going to collage over that. And see, if I had my ruler, I'd go, but I don't have a cutting method. I'm just going to cut it now and do it with my scissors. Sorry. I thought I could do a good job with that, but let me just cut here, along here. So this is what we want. And then this piece here is really nice too, so save that. So now we have this piece here. Okay. So, and it's going to go on this page here, like that. And if you look on this one here, we're going to, after we collage, we're going to corner round this corner, and it makes it look so nice, right? And then I did, you know, use my tear ruler and cut all the edges, which I like that too. You don't have to do it that way, but that's what I'm going to do. So now we need to collage around this. Let me move this out of the way. And now I need to get my scraps of paper, figure out where I put them. Okay, here they are. So far, these are my scraps of papers that I have here. So now we're just going to, and you could actually stitch around it too if you want. I didn't on that one, but if you want, if you like more stitching, you can stitch around the window and the outside of it, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's just grab some scraps here and see what we can put on there. I have this nice piece of that pink ledger, and I thought that might be, and I don't worry about, I don't mind covering up a, you know, a smidge of the envelope like that. I'm just going to lay these out for now, and I'm going to mark of where I want to tear some of this off. So I think I'm going to tear it right there. This is the fun part. At least I like collaging. So that will go there. but I'm not gluing it down yet. And I thought it was fun to use. I have some of these really old work basket magazines that I had bought somewhere, 1952. It's really fragile paper, but I like it. I might use some of this here on the bottom. So if I glue that there, I'm just going to put some here. I don't want to see the word leather craft, so let's see what it looks like if I do that. And this is very fragile, so I'm just being real careful there. Seeing how this looks here. Yep, that'll work. And then I can always trim off the other edge, so that works there. Churches and clubs, I like that. Okay, and then let's look for some. Could probably use some of this button page here. Let's see what else I have. Or I could use some of this. Maybe I'll use some of this on for the top. So these, like I said, if you have a bunch of envelopes, you can cut them up, get them ready. You can make some for, some envelopes have the smaller side on here, you know, like the window will be on the right, and sometimes envelopes have the windows on the left. So depending on your envelope, you know, like the one I made in the other journal had like more on the left, so then it was, I don't know. It doesn't matter really. I guess I'm just blabbing here, but okay. Let me measure this and see where I want this now. So I'm gonna tear it right about there. But anyway, you know what I mean. Some envelopes have the windows on the other sides. Oh, tore that one the wrong way, but that's okay. I'll ink it. So I think I'm going to put that along the top. Oh, I cut it too short. Okay, let me cut another one. Cut that one too short. Not a problem. We'll use it for something else, for a tag. I'm going to do this one here. Okay, so that'll go there, and then I will cut that about there. And I can always trim it again. Okay, so we have the front piece, like that, and then this one here, and then I think I have one of the book pages from Edith, and I'm just gonna get a small strip here off the bottom. So let me get that punched out here. I'm going to, right about here. I only have one of these Edith Holden books. I found it in an antique shop in Wisconsin, and I got it for a really good price, and I was saving it, but it's like I'm not saving it, I'm using it. What am I going to save it for? I want to use it, and I just love how it looks in the journals, you know. So I am going to just remove some of this here, and that will go here. I'll put that there, and that will go here. Okay, let's start gluing down. So I think I'm going to glue this piece here down first, and you can use your glue stick. I'm just going to use my wet glue here for now. And then I can always trim that off there. And then I'm going to glue that here. So do I want ink this edge here a little bit? I'm going to glue that here. I like how that looks. And then I think I'm going to put that one there. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on. Okay. Like that. All right. And then, not sure what edge is showing here, so I think, yeah, these edges are. And then we can glue around, we can ink around the whole thing when it's done. This is going to go here, like that. And do I want, yeah, I want the Edith Holden page out. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on here. Just going to put glue here. Easier, because I know it's probably extending off the top, and I don't mind that. So I'm going to glue this here, like that. And that's fine. I don't mind that it extended. So, and then the Edith Holden page. I think I need to cut off some on the bottom, but we'll see. We're going to put that here, right about there. Yep. Okay. I can cut some of this off here. We don't need that. And I am going to, sorry if I'm getting quiet. I'm going to just rip off a little piece of that. Why do we get quiet when we're thinking and gluing and cutting? I do. I think we all do probably. Okay, so I am going to glue this on. This way. Just like that. Move that down a smidge. Yeah, okay. So there's our page, and now I'm looking for my corner rounder. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the medium size, just like that, real simple. And I'm going to ink around the edge lightly. And then we're going to decorate it, and we're going to glue it to our page. And that's it. And I think that's a fun idea. Something easy, something pretty. So let me get my page. Oh, I have a big mess here, don't I? But that's how we work. Let me bring that over. I'm going to put it on this page here. And when you glue it, you're going to glue it just here, down here, and here. And then you see that beautiful image behind there. And we're going to, let's see, I pulled out the teddy bear and one of these. So I'm going to glue it to the page first. And then we're going to decide what image I want to put on. And you can elaborate and put labels and all kind of things. And I can look for a label too. Okay. So I hope you like these ideas that I'm giving you. I'm excited that I found them and really like them. Okay, just trying to line that up the best I can. There we go. And you don't have to put it to the edge, but I kind of like it to the edge of the paper. And we have that pretty tuck here. Look at that. Okay, so what I was thinking, I thought the teddy bear looks super cute there. See how cute that is? Or I pulled this one out too. I thought that was pretty, but I think I'm liking the teddy bear. And we've got words. I like to have some words and not just images. You know what would be cute too? I wonder if I have a scrap of fabric we could use. Let me see my fabrics here, if I have anything that would work. That would be cute. I have my little scrap pile here. Or, well, this is yellow. Oh gosh, no yellow. No yellow. This one maybe? That one kind of picks up that. Okay, we're going to use this scrap here. So I am going to cut into it first. Let's see. I like to get the raw edges. So let me see if I can rip this little piece. I can. I love adding fabric here to this. And I like the rough edge too. So I like that. I might have to cut. See if I can pull some strings off this edge here. Yeah. Okay, and then pull some on this side here. And then I think I'm gonna just kind of glue it here and put him here. I could even leave that hanging off of there, but I might, maybe I'll leave it for now and then I might trim it off. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to use my fabric tack and put some on here. Not a lot, but this fabric tack works really well, so just some. And then I'm going to put it on kind of this way, like that. Yeah, there's not much hanging off. I'll probably just rough this edge off when it dries and then leave it hanging there. And then I want to put this cute little bear sitting on it. Oh, I love that. I'm going to glue him all the way down. So let me cap this up. I'll just use regular glue and glue that bear down. So cute. Did I ink this guy? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sometimes if I have time after I fussy cut, I ink the edges right away if I have time, if I think about it. Otherwise, no. Okay, let's get him on right about here. Oh, I love it. He's so cute. Look at that. Isn't that a cute idea? Something different, right? Kathleen has great ideas. She really does. Let me move my scraps and we'll take a look at the pieces we did today. Just move all this out. Okay. So let me gather. This is the second signature, and I'm going to grab the first one here without knocking the camera. So let's see what we did so far. I'll show you. And then we're going to get together and work on more ephemera for this. This is going to be a really beautiful loaded journal. Okay, so we have that. I made the patchwork pocket and put a vintage recipe in there, which I had and I love. I might have gotten that from Kathleen in some Happy Mail, I'm not sure. And then I have this here, so we have lots of tags and tucks, things to make for all these pockets. So we did have that. I told you about this, I put in here. Okay, and then here we made this piece here out of 8.5 by 11. So we're going to make something for here. I'm going to make something for here. And then we have one pocket here and then another pocket here. So super cute. I showed you this page that I made. Okay, and then we made this here. So I made this top loading here, and then we have the pocket here. And that and then this is the one I made. So you can see that. We can make something to go behind there. Super pretty. And then this one here, I made a top pocket too. So there'll be writing space, but then something can go in here as well, okay? So that's what I did there. And then in the second signature, I'll bring that over. Okay. And then we made this one here. I made this one a side tuck, and then we have a pocket here. And this page here, I showed you what I did. That's kind of going to sit in the middle, and then that'll be an up tuck there. And then this one I made, using the 8.5 by 11. It's a side pocket here. I didn't make it a top. I just left this one to be a side, and then pocket and pocket behind the lady. Okay, and then we have this to make something for to stick in there. Oh, here's the one we just did here. So cute, right? Super cute. Love that. There's that. Oh, I glued the quilt on, and we're gonna pin with my rusty pins. We're gonna pin some cute stuff on here. So it's like a miniature quilt right in the journal, which I love. There's the center. Want to see that house? Tag we'll make for that. Here's that. Pocket. What else do we have in here? Other side of the up tuck. And yep, I think that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed making those pieces with me. Then I'll be back with some more pieces we're going to make, and then we'll have to do some collaging and get some tags done and things like that. So thanks for hanging with me, and I hope you enjoyed that. And let me know in the comments. I hope you're all doing well. So have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon, friends. Bye.